Hello and welcome to TreeMarket Arena Tutorial 2. In this video, we are going to look at how to add products to your shop. And as you can see from the previous video, where we went through all these various pains in setting up our shop. Now I have logged in as a shop owner, Eric, and this is my dashboard. So now I want to add products to my shop. Let's assume I've customized my payment plan, my shipping and everything is done. Now when you log in to your dashboard, you can add products by going to the product pane, which will give you an option to add a new product, or you can use this dialog box here to add a new product. Whichever way you prefer will give you the same solution. Now by the click of it, you have your add product pane open. You have an option to add different types of products. Simple products, like a product, let's say a shirt which doesn't have different colors, different sizes. Let's say you are selling a shirt which is just like black and the size is just small. That's all that you have. Then the variable product is you are selling a product which have different options, like let's say shirts with different colors, different sizes, or let's say a mobile phone with different specification. Now we also have group products. These are products which you cannot sell them individually, they are sold together. Now the next option is external affiliate product. This is when with your shop you don't have products to sell, but you lead people to a particular online shop to buy products and you earn a commission. So we start with a simple product. Now when I choose a simple product, I have an option to add a virtual product, a downloadable product, or a catalog. Now when I choose a catalog, it means I am a manufacturer, a factory, and I don't have price for my product, or perhaps I have price, but there is a minimum order someone has to buy, and for this reason the person has to send me an inquiry to inquire what is the quantity, minimum order, price, negotiation, and all those things. Now you know what a virtual product is and what a downloadable product is. For instance, if you are selling online books like PDF and you want people to download them, that's when you choose this. So now you put your product title here. Let's say sneakers. I'm selling sneakers. Now with the sneakers I am selling, this is the price at which the sneaker is being sold. Let's say 10. I have an option to say that maybe my product, instead of being sold for 10, I am selling it at 9. It is accepted, meaning 10 will appear and they will cancel the 10 and put 9 as the current price at which it's being sold. Now if you don't have such a pricing option for your product, you can ignore the price and just put in the sales price. But let me go with it. Now under the schedule, you can decide when your product should start selling. For instance, it's a promotional product, so it's being sold from, let's say, 25th to, let's say, 31st of December, and after this session the product will disappear. So this is what I am selling, and it is not a catalog, it is not virtual, it is not downloadable. So you go to next. Now when you come to categories and tags, there are similarities between them even though they perform the same function. Now categories and tags help you to group your product. For instance, when someone comes to your shop, you want the person to see all products under shirt falling under shirt, so that when he goes to shirt, he can see different options of shirt. So now when you want to sell the sneakers, it means they are shoes, they are fashion. So you can come here and choose, let's say, shoes. Let's say, okay, it's sneakers for maybe men, so you start with men fashion, and you can choose different options. Let's say if I have shoes, then you can choose shoes also as categories. Now when you come to tags, tags are mostly something like subcategories, but they are also meant for separating of products. So I can say something like Nike sneakers. Before that, let me show you something. Now this is how you separate a product. They said you separate each tag with a comma. So you can just come and say Nike sneakers. Then it means that you want all Nike sneakers which falls under men fashion and their shoes to also fall under Nike sneakers. So if the person also come to your shop and just type Nike, it means that all Nike products will appear and sneakers will appear. So for simplicity, people prefer to go like Nike, comma, sneakers. Then you go to next. Now this is an option to upload pictures of your product. So you just click on it and you have a pane opening for you. Now the pane, if you already have products like shoes uploaded, you can just check on it and select it. But if you don't have, you just go to the upload and you can just click on the select file, or you can copy and drop. Now I have some shoes here, for instance this, so I upload it. It loads and you can trim it, you can do whatever you want to your shoes. Okay, so my shoe is selected. I just click on choose image for simplicity. Now you can add different types of pictures. So I have this, I can add another one to it. Say I have another shoe to add. Okay, good. There's another powerful shoe here. So I select it and I open it. So I add to gallery and I have these two shoes uploaded. Because of internet, they will all appear, but this is the main picture with others. Mostly this is what you can do if you have a shirt or a product selling and you want different size of the pictures to be seen. For instance, the front, the back, the side, you can upload all of them and it will come. You have the option to pull down and even click addition to add extra more pictures to it. Now here, be careful, maybe perhaps don't touch it. This one, it shows like visibility of your product. Now I want my products to show in my shop when people come to my shop, and also when they come to the main market panel and they type Nike, sneakers, shoes, I want my product to appear. So with this one too, I can leave it shop and search results. But if you want people to only see this product in your shop, you can choose only shop. And if you want them to only see it when they search, you can choose. Even if you want to hide it from them, you can hide it. So I prefer making it shop and search results. Then you go to next. Now this is the description panel. There are two types of description you can write. A short description, which is what will basically appear on the main screen, and a long one. So you can write a short or a brief one. Maybe let's say quality men sneakers. You can add a lot of things to it to get quite a description. Now when you come to the main description, you can talk about the quality, the brand, whatever you want, but I prefer the brand even being in the short description. You can say a whole lot of things you think when you say it to make your product catchy. When you finish, you click on next. Now the SKU here, the SKU here for simple products is simple. It means that like for each product, how many can one buy, or like a distinction. Leave it blank if you want to make it unlimited. Now when you come to manage stock, you want to show that, okay, I have like 200 pieces of these shoes and I want customers to see how many I have sold, how many I still have in stock. So you can choose this one. Then you choose the quantity which is in stock, let's say 200. But if you don't want them to see it, like, okay, maybe you have only 200 pieces, this is the number you have sold, or maybe you've not sold anything, you can uncheck this box and it will go away. But I want customers to see the quantity left, so 200. Now allow back orders is like when the quantity even gets finished, can a customer still place an order? If I say I do not allow back order, it means when the 200 gets finished, no one can buy this shoe. But if I want it that when it is finished and they can still place an order and I will get it for them, you can then allow back order, but notify the customer that it's not in stock, it will be in stock, or you can just choose allow back order. It's dicey, so you decide. For integrity of your shop, it's possible you allow but notify customer. And I also want my products to be sold individually, not with a group. So you go to next. Now, what is the weight of my product? Let's say the weight of my product is like 0.5 kg. Now, the length, you can choose length, width, or whatever you want to choose here, and it will be there. Now, you come to shipping. Now, I have no shipping class here because I have not customized the shipping class, even though I took you through. But ideally, you should customize your shipping class and say that when I ship to, let's say, from one region to this region, I am charging like $1, 1 Ghana cedis, 1 CFA, 1 Naira. You can customize it. You can even customize according to weight. So if it was according to weight, it will just come this weight and it will come. Or maybe if you have a flat shipping amount you charge everybody, irrespective of wherever they find themselves, you can do it, choose it. Now, when you finish, you go to next. Now, tax status and tax class is dicey. Some products are not taxable, some are taxable. And mostly we prefer, even if you are taxing a product, you tax them with value-added tax, or you know the particular tax the product is being charged with. If you don't know, please just choose either none so that you are not taxing, or you can choose I'm not taxing the product, I'm taxing only shipping. Whichever way that applies, you can go. I'm not charging tax. So I go to next. Now, attribute. Here you can decide. For us, we have like for variable products. Here, attributes are also like a short description. For instance, with these shoes I uploaded, one was white and the other was a little bit like multicolored. So if you don't want to add attributes, for instance, if your product is just one color, one size, you can leave it. But if you want to distinguish it, like, okay, I have black, I have white, I have this, you can add attributes. So you just click on the add button and an option opens for you to add. So what am I adding? I am adding, let's say, size. So this is my size. Now for you to separate all these attributes you are putting in place. For instance, I have size, I have color, I have, let's say, design, and whatever I have. Now you press the shift key on your keyboard, and just above the enter keyboard, there is another key which has something like a slash like this, a slash, like we have this kind of slash. I just want you to see with my hand, like you have a slash going down. Yes. You can click on the shift button and click on that, which is just above the enter keyboard, and this sign will appear. Now I have also this thing, color. This is what I have. Then when I come, I want to make sure that they are visible on the page. I can also add extra attributes to it. Whatever attributes I want to add, I can add it, but it's not important here. So I have my size, then I come to the values. What are the sizes I have? Let's say I have size 43, and you separate it with the same key as we used to separate the other. 43, I have, let's say, 44, and I have 45. And I don't have any other attribute, or I can add another attribute by clicking on the attribute, add, and I choose something like, let's say, the color here. Scroll down and say I have white. The same shift and the key above enter, I have black. Now when you finish, you just click on enter and next. Now upsells and cross sells, this is dicey, but it's not important. Upsells is that, okay, the other products you are recommending to the customer as he is buying the current product he is buying. And it is important, for instance, like you want them to show that, okay, people who have been buying this shoe have also been buying this shirt from my shop. It's important. So you can search such products, you can type the name that it comes, you select them. Cross sales is like, another product you want them to also buy, recommending to them. But this one will be shown to them when they are about paying for your goods, which is not good, because if the person has made a decision to that far and you show him other products, maybe the person might be confused and will be like, okay, let me go, I'll come back. So I don't want to do any cross sales or upsells, so I go next. But hey, upsells is very important. Now the location, type where your shop is, your address. You can type your coordinates, your telephone number, and this. This is because this shop is multi-vendor and it's cutting across Africa. So for someone to be safe, like, okay, I want everybody who comes to my shop in Africa, let's say Ghana, to see my product, Nigeria to see my product. So immediately the customer logs into the main website, products which are closer to the person according to his, let's say, his geographical location, this product will show up. So when you finish this, you click on next. Now these are Yoast SEO, which we call like how to let your product appear in the search engine. This is search engine organization stuff. So you can add a little few things about your product here, keywords like quality Nike sneakers, and you can describe it a little bit if you want. But if you don't want it and you just want it to appear in the shop and your customers to see it, you are good to go. You press on next. Now, shipping policy, like I said from the previous video, you can edit it and add few to it, but make sure it is in line with the basic policy of the shop. So if I have already added, I want my customers to see this shipping policy, refund policy, so that when they buy the product, they know what is at stake. If I'm not giving refund, if I'm not shipping the product myself and it is paid on delivery by the car I give the products to, they will know all this. Now, enable review is very important and a must for all our shop. Just click on this so that anybody who comes to your shop will be able to say that this shoe I bought was very quality and can encourage others to buy. Perhaps you might think about only the bad side and might not allow review, but most people also want to buy product that they see reviews under it. So when you are finished with all this and you are here, you can add minimum order 1 or you leave empty. Purchase note. Now you can add a certain note like, hello, maybe my favorite customer, thank you for patronizing our product. We will ship these products to you very shortly. You can add this note to it, and when the customer just buy it, there is an invoice which goes to the customer, and this note will be added to the invoice. Now when you finish all this, if you want to publish it, you click on submit. It shall be reviewed and published. And if it is being reviewed and there are certain categories you missed, tags, it can be added onto it for you. Or if you want to publish it later, you can click on draft and it will leave it. I don't want to publish it because I'm using Someone Shop for the tutorials. Thank you, and we will see you in another video whereby we'll be talking about other products and other things about this shop. Have a good day.